Boom. I love it.
Welcome to the upNup podcast. How's it going, Ty?
It's all right. I can't complain. I wish I could get paid.
Yeah,
I would love
that would
money.
be great.
I would love some money.
That sucks that they're like they make it such like a difficult and like foot dragging process.
It's terrible. Sending my stuff to the wrong doctor, then saying that he sent stuff back, which they clearly didn't because they didn't have the right fax number.
Yeah, no way.
So, just huge back and forth. Call today. They do have it. I swear to God, if there's some sort of I that he didn't dot or a T that he didn't cross, holy shit! I'm down to my last $1.39.
Wow.
I thought I stopped all the auto payments, and
it's like you're reliving your college days.
Dude, I am 100% living my college days. I have to ask my dad for $50.
Dad, can I get some gas money?
Dad, I need some money for fun.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions, Dad. No follow-up.
Can you please just do it for once?
Can you write a check out to fun, please?
Just put it in the memo.
Put it in the memo. To fun.
Yeah, it's never easy. I remember when I was trying to collect unemployment when the one company I worked for like went under, and I couldn't. There was something going on where like it wasn't recognizing my information like online, so I had to call somebody. And I remember there was just a span where 3 days in a row I sat and listened to hold music for 9 hours, and then the call just ended because their office hours closed. And then it like got to the point where I was just like, I contacted the local representative and was just like, hey, listen, like I know you don't control the unemployment office, but like, can you get me like a direct feed, or can you have somebody call me like from the government or something? Because like I've been unemployed for a month now and I have yet to get a check because like your system is broken. And she was like, yep. And the next day I got a phone call and I got it all straightened out.
That's great.
But it was still a situation where it was just like, if you would have just answered one of the days worth of phone calls that I made earlier in the week, it would have been even better. Or if the shitty online system that you developed actually wasn't broken.
The online thing that we have is just absolutely useless. It hasn't been updated since 2/21. There has been so many things that has happened since then, has not been updated since 2/21. So it has been bunker down and don't do anything. I don't even have like I don't even want to put anything on a credit card. I mean, I have credit cards. I don't want to put anything on them.
Yeah, just in case, because you don't know how much. You don't know, like, if groceries or something, like, serious is going to have to, like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to start doing chores for Christy.
Yeah, right? Can I get an allowance?
Oh, no. It's not fun.
So, has the outbreak affected Fletcher's, like, daycare or anything like that?
No, not yet. I think there was a Bucks County school scare, and they head off on Friday.
There's some scuttlebutt happening in the schools that I work for right now, because there's a school in Buckhorn, and like we send a lot of staff back and forth between the different schools, and like working with the kids and stuff like that. So like it's just been a situation where like they were like, well, if anyone at that school came in contact with it at all, then they would have definitely passed it on to people at this school by now, and like so on and so forth. So
yeah,
there's been some discussion of us maybe closing, but nothing for sure yet.
If you do, maybe we could do some sort of streaming thing or something.
Oh man, how fun! How fun would that be? Look at us being optimists and taking a global pandemic and making lemons out of lemonade.
Hey, you know what? I've been quarantined for 2 months now, so I feel like I got this
true.
down packed.
Yeah, what's another 10 days?
Yeah, I'm good on this. So
That's like I was a former student came and met with like our director today and was talking to her a little bit, and apparently he's like traveling abroad, and they're still allowing abroad. They're still allowing travel to happen like that, but the like CDC is like suggesting that any of the students who travel abroad take the first like 14 days back off of school. So that way, if they do get it, like just quarantine yourself, whether you have it or not, just to be safe.
Yeah, because that's the thing. They say kids really aren't showing symptoms, so they're just gonna. As soon as it hits the school, that's when it's over.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Because like it's exactly what you said. Like for kids, it doesn't really have anything because their immune system is like still like good and strong.
Yeah, so it's gonna be. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I think it's one case gets out. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. I think you get one confirmed public school case.
Yeah,
and you'll probably see like a decent.
You'll
like
see a jump real
like
quick.
a near statewide shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you will see like a big jump. Like that was one of the things a lot of people are saying is that because it takes so long for symptoms to come up, there's like hundreds of people you could have given it to. By the time you're medically aware of it.
Well, that's the thing that one case they got in Grand Central Station in New York. We're not going to see the aftermath for that for like another week yet. So. Who knows how many people he got in contact with? Hey, Final Fantasy VII's coming out, so good time to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Doom Eternal, and
I think I'm gonna get Doom. Once I have money again.
Yeah,
and I'm a functioning person. I think I'm gonna get Doom Eternal. That looks like fun. I haven't played a good Doom first-person game in a long time.
The last one was really good. I'll probably get this one when like after a while. But I'm definitely
it's not a
getting
rush
Animal
thing.
Crossing.
It's Final Fantasy VII all day. Have you been playing anything else?
The only new game I've played this past week, because it's been kind of a crazy week at school and like with a lot of stuff going on. There is a new mobile game that I've been playing that I am, for lack of better terms, 100% addicted to.
I love addictions.
It's so good. So it's called Random
If it's
Dice.
another goddamn game by PETA, I will murder you through this microphone.
It's not. This one is by a pretty frequent... I've noticed I like a lot of games that they publish. It's called 111%, 111%.
Okay. Is there?
So
are these guys from like? I feel like I've heard something like this. What other games have they done?
They've done like the BB Tan and CC Tan and all those games.
All right, I'm out. I don't know what you're talking about anymore.
They're like brick breaker games.
Oh, I like brick breaker games.
And then they've done but like I've noticed that a lot of the mobile games I play, they end up having names on Apollo. You got to get off the desk, man. You can totally hear you rubbing up against the microphone.
Ew.
Move.
Is that what you call it?
Let's see what else they have.
I like those brick breaker games. Have you been getting the advertisements on Facebook where there's like some sort of night and there's a bunch of pipes and lava and coins and you pull pins?
Yeah, those games. That game doesn't actually exist.
I was gonna say, for one, that game doesn't exist. Two, they're playing it wrong to piss me off.
Yeah,
and it infuriates me.
It's funny because actually so I got an ad for a game called Pull the Pin, and it was, the ad just said the actual game you've been seeing in those ads, and it is just a different version of that, but it is definitely the like, oh, you pull this out and slide this, and you gotta like,
it's just a physics, it's like a silly physics game.
Give me 1 second, I gotta take care of this fucking cat.
Oh my god.
Out of here.
Welcome back to the upNup, folks. I have taken over. I am now the supreme ruler.
All right, I'm back.
You could send all money, PayPal checks, money orders to The upNup, care of Ty Dirk.
So let's see what else.
Unmarked bills.
Yeah,
whatever that
preferably.
means.
They made this game called Turrets. They had had a bunch of games that also got that have ended, but like no longer supported.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I'm hooked on right now, Random Dice, is a CCG-esque deck building, head-to-head or cooperative tower defense game. So essentially, the plot of the game is
That's
you
a
start.
lot.
Yeah, it's got essentially 3 different types of games going on, and it, in my opinion, it executes all of the ideas.
It does it well,
like perfectly for the balance. So, essentially, it's a simple path, but it generates monster dice that travel on this path, and then you use SP, which is like mana or special points, and you can purchase dice through it. Now, you have your deck of 5 dice that can be created, but it creates them at random, so you have no control over what dice get placed. And then if you're playing versus mode, it's every minute and a half, and if you're playing cooperative mode, I'm sorry, if it's versus mode, it's every minute and a half, and if you're playing head to head, it's every 10 rounds. You get a boss fight. So all of the monsters that are on screen combine into this one special kind of boss that is rolled up at the beginning of the game. Like when you start, it rolls a random boss.
Okay.
You start off with like your dice show up as level 1. You know what level your dice are because of the face. And then you combine them to level them up. But when you combine them, they can transform into one of the other 5 dice that you have as part of your deck. And all the dice have special abilities. Like the beginning 5 you start off with, you have a wind dice that attacks at a higher speed. You have a fire dice that does splash damage, an electric dice that does chain lightning damage, an ice dice that does frost damage, and a poison dice that does lower damage initially but incremental damage over time. And then you open chests to collect other dice and build better decks. So it's got every good quality of every phone game I'm addicted to.
Neat.
And it is it's got kind of a steep learning curve at first. It's pretty unforgiving. It definitely, it's not one of those mobile games where sure, you're playing real people, wink. You're definitely matched up against somebody. And the game doesn't forgive that. You don't, as somebody who just started with a basic deck, it doesn't pair you up also against somebody who just started if you go right in the head to head. It's just all right, have fun.
Silly.
But they pair you up with somebody who's within 100 trophies of where you are. Okay. So they could have way better dice than you and just have a low trophy level. And then there's an arena mode where you do a random draft where it gives you 3 different types of dice and you draft the dice you want. Now that mode, you play people who have the same amount of wins as you. So you start off with somebody else who's new. And then if you win the first round, you play another person who has 1 win. They could have 2 losses, but it's just a person who has 1 win, and then so on and so forth.
Gotcha.
And that's the way to unlock some of the top tier dice easier. But then you can also earn rewards and unlock chests, and there's a battle pass system and all that stuff. But I haven't spent actual money on it yet, and I don't have a desire to because it still feels competitive to me, even though there are some games where I definitely get trounced. But I think what helps that feeling of I think what nixes that desire to do the pay to win stuff is the fact that it is random. So like I don't get as frustrated losing in this game because it feels kind of out of my control. Like if I build a really bad 5, like if my 5 dice really suck, then that's on me. But if I lose, sometimes it's just because like I got shitty random dice.
I'm not a fan of random dice generators.
It's fun. Like I said, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I've never gotten any. There's not a single MOBA game I got into other than Pokemon Go. I tried like some of those word games, like the Scrabble and the Boggle thing and stuff like that.
Besides Clash of Clans, the only two that I should say, because I've only been playing random dice for a week, but the only other one that has like really kept my attention consistently is this game. It's just called Balls. BALLZ.
Oh yeah, Christy plays that. Yeah,
and it's just a brick breaker, and there's literally zero reason to ever spend real money on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's no reason to pay. They don't try to get you to pay for anything. You unlock different colored balls, but that's it. And it's just like, how many rounds can I get? And I'm like, it's my bedtime game.
Yeah, I had that one. That one scratches a weird itch. Yeah, other than Pokemon Go though, which just they keep adding more and more stuff. It's just impressive. The game is so good now.
It's just weird as a non-Pokemon fan for you to be so into Pokemon Go.
I mean, I would say I'm not a Pokemon fan.
Well, you played like Gen 1.
Yeah, I played Gen 1 and then I just got I mean
Old.
it's for kids. I know adults play it, but the game is for kids. It's a kids game. It's really deep. It's an amazingly deep kids game, but it's a kids game. But yeah, the way that the battle systems are now are so intense. When I lose, I felt like I lost. When I win, it feels so good when you win. And a match is a minute to 3 minutes. Like that's it. Depending on what rank, like class rank you're in, because they have different, caps of what Pokemon. I mean, any Pokemon technically could go. Well, almost anyone Pokemon could get it if you get like a low level one. You just have to. They cap it at certain levels. So, but it's fun. Super fun, adding a lot. They just added so much. And I'm hoping to have one of my pieces of artwork turned into a Pokestop soon.
Ooh, that would be awesome.
I got wind that a memorial bench that I painted was submitted in Philadelphia. Yeah. So that would be cool. I also have another mural in Philadelphia at Stein Florist.
Nice.
And I was hoping, but Stein Florist is already a gym.
Oh.
So I don't know if if it would possibly get it. But Philadelphia is littered with them. There's places that have 2 or 3 Pokestops like on top of each other. So
that's true. I've definitely seen that. There's like, I just remember one of Kara's apartments. I could lay in bed and there were like 6 Pokestops from the bed.
When you're in Center City, yeah. I mean, it's been hard being laid up, not being able to walk, and get to Pokestops. But the decisions that they made really make you can't believe that this is like not a subscription-based game, because they really made it easy to get balls, get lures, get pretty much everything, even get money. There's no 2 different currencies, which is a smart thing to do. Like you're eventually building towards something. You will eventually get an item.
They sell Niantic, though, the company that makes it. They sell your data like crazy, so that's what keeps it not being a subscription service, I'm sure.
Oh, well, I mean,
they had a previous game.
What does it sell?
Yeah,
my data
that's true.
To everything.
I just remember there was a game of theirs I used to play. It was like the precursor to Pokemon Go. It was called Ingress.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a lawsuit came out that like they were I think that game was the reason why phones had to differentiate whether or not you can, or whether or not you wanted to always monitor your GPS or use your location, or only while the app is open. Because like if you gave it permission to do your GPS, it was like just reading it forever and like reporting back like how long you're spending like at these spots and like how long you're logged into the game versus the other apps on your phone, and like what your most used stuff is.
I could care less. I mean, people post pictures of them pooping, like on the internet. Like people post pictures of their food. People willingly post more than that. If you don't want, I don't care. There's somebody that has to look at that data.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who gives a shit? Look that I walked down to the street to the pharmacy and walked back. I could care less, dude.
Well, yeah, I think that I'm okay with. It's like oh, well, then he sat on his couch at his house and opened Facebook for 42 minutes, and then he switched from Facebook to listening to a podcast for an hour and a half, and then it looks like he went to the bathroom at some point because Pornhub was the next thing he opened.
Ew.
And like,
what the hell's going on at your house?
I'm just saying, like, I remember that being like a pretty big thing, but like them coming out and being like, well, yeah, we sell your data. That's why the game's free. That's why we can have all of these people working on it. I'm
gonna throw a shout out to someone, because this reminds me of a book that I read. It's a graphic novel by Brian K. Vaughan. He's the guy who does Saga.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of Saga.
Mm-hmm.
It was a book I read while Christy was giving birth. Or actually, no, it was after. It was just like the she had a C-section, so it was like the 5 days we had to stay at the hospital.
Right.
And it's not all just with the baby. The baby sleeps.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty much just sitting there at the hospital room. So I read this book, and it was an interesting concept. So since everybody's data is just out there now, and everybody just has everything logged and data mined,
mm-hmm.
what happened was a hacker hacked the cloud and just released everything. So what happened was everybody knew that Bob was into this kind of porn, or
mm-hmm.
Went to this site, or had an affair with this person, or did this or did that. So what happened was all the people now wore masks. The real people started wearing avatars, so no one would know who their internet identity was to their real person.
They flipped it.
It flip-flopped. So everyone had to walk around with masks, and everyone basically the masks became eventually like avatars, your personality. So the graphic novel starts with like this guy walking down the street, and everyone's just, there's people wearing a fish head, someone's wearing like ghost masks, everyone's just wearing a different mask. So it's just a weird concept, but yeah, maybe that's what will happen. Maybe we all just wear masks and just fucking let them data mine me. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I'm just gonna play my silly game.
Data mine me into
the world's gonna end anyway, so
that
information's gonna be useless.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly my my personal philosophy is just kind of like, yeah, it sucks and it's like corrupt, but like they've gotten away with it for so long that it's irreversible at this point. Like there's nothing that can be done about it because it's been permitted up to now.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see what they could really use it for. Like what? I guess certain people could be very out of this. No one gives a shit about me. Hobbling down the street to a Rite Aid or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just like the moral implications.
Yeah,
it feels very authoritarian.
The privacy,
Right. So
everybody wants to be private in a world where they share everything.
Well, because you're deciding what you share, whereas when you're being data mined, you have no control.
But even when you decide to be shared, you're not deciding how many people will see it. You just want to share it to a certain amount of people, and after that, the internet takes it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. That's a lot of, Instagram's big thing was they got in some trouble because, like, you technically revoke your rights to an image, but when you post it there. So there was that artist who was just printing out blow-ups of people's Instagram posts and making millions.
Yeah. Who can stop you?
Yeah. So besides Pokemon Go, what have you been playing?
Well, thanks to you, which is good because I am, as we've discussed previously, I am flat broke. You let me borrow Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order New Hope Galaxy. Whatever the hell the game's called.
How do you like it?
It's so good.
Good.
It was, you know what it is? It's another one of those games where I wasn't expecting what I got. And I'm so happy. I was thinking linear, more Uncharted.
Right. Yeah, it definitely. I think a lot of people
to go back and forth to several planets.
Yeah.
Just doing like, there's 14 secrets in this place, and you found one, and you're leaving. So
and this definitely like, there was like I haven't beat the game yet. I'm not even close. But
really?
Yeah. But the first world that you go to where you're like searching for that guy's like temple and stuff, there was a bunch of different there's a bunch of different things on that level that I was like, I think if I just try these certain moves and like try hard enough, I think I can make it. And then eventually I was like, nah, I'm definitely going to get more stuff. I'll just come back later.
There was one spot where I was for maybe an hour and a half trying to get these little torches, these balls with fire in them over to these roots to burn them because there was a chest in there. Nothing else, just a chest. I was throwing these on cheaping them out, throwing them on ledges because if they hit the ground that had water on it, they would extinguish. Dragging it halfway across the map, throwing it up on ledges so I could jump up, then pick it back up, then throw it again. Got all the way to the thing, had one shot, throw it, missed it by inches. I was like, son of a bitch. Turn around to go try it one more time, and there's a button there. I hit a button, and like 4 of those fire things just pop out, and I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100%. There's like a lot of places where you're like, I could almost make this.
Yeah, they do a really good job of like making something seem totally doable, but then you're like, I just can't.
Just out of reach.
And then like the sense of wonder you feel when you're like, when you were given a new power and you're like, oh my God, I can go back there now.
Yeah. See, that is 100% why I love Metroidvanias. It's just one of that genre just brings out the best in me. I love when you get a new ability. I can't wait till I know I'm getting a high jump or a double jump or something. I don't want to know what it is, but I know I'm getting something because there's a couple jumps where I'm like, I have to have some sort of jump. There's got to be, or it might be I got force pull, so now there's like vines I can pull towards me. But it's just it's one of those jumps. It's like it's just out of reach. Like, there's nothing else here. There has to be a double jump or a high jump. Like a charge jump. I bet that's what it is. A charge jump.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the game. I'm excited to I'm excited to hear what you think of it, and then I'm excited to get back into it myself.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna beat this, and depending on how quick I beat it, I think I'm gonna get back into Death Stranding. I've been hearing people talk about it and seeing it. It's like screenshots because the BAFTA's coming up.
Yeah,
and it won a lot of nominations. So I'm just like, oh, I should just get back into it and play it because it is fun. It is a fun game. There's something weird about that game that scratches an itch.
It's a walking and pissing simulator. Who doesn't want to play that?
Not even that. Like I barely walk. I barely walk in that game. It's mostly. I love the combat.
I think you're the only person on planet Earth who
I
has
know.
ever
I'm
said
the only
that.
one in the combat because you don't shoot anybody. The funnest thing, and I don't know if people just don't do it because it's kind of not the most easiest thing to pick up, but you could throw your packages.
Yeah.
It is so gratifying to just pick up a briefcase and then just hurl it, because it has the move is the punch. Like when you punch and you're holding something, it swings it. Mm-hmm. So if you let go of the hold button while you're punching, it'll throw the case, but it's based on where your punch is. So if you throw it too early, there's no momentum on it. If you throw it too late, you throw it into the ground.
Right.
So there's this beautiful throwing a briefcase.
You just got to land
like
it.
50 yards and just belting someone in the back of the head. Oh, it's good. It's a fun game. I don't care. Kojima's crazy.
That's another one I'm excited to get into this summer. I can't wait.
But yeah, played the Final Fantasy VII demo. Have you played that?
I haven't yet, but Sonic Forces is the free game on PlayStation Plus this month. You gonna get it?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
No. I'm gonna get the other one.
But you don't want to make your own Sonic and like
At
run around
all.
as like a cat in the Sonic world? And,
absolutely not. I didn't know that was the game.
Like fight thing? Yeah.
I mean, the other one's Shadow of the Colossus, right?
I think so. I think that's what it is this month.
Because that's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, all of my ads for some reason have decided that they think, like, all of my targeted marketing has been like, you definitely want Sonic Forces, right?
Why?
Like, every time I open Facebook or Instagram.
Compared to Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Just a masterpiece. Even when it was on PlayStation 1, it was crap.
Yeah, I think
PlayStation
it just...
2. It was PlayStation 2?
It was PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, my router... notices how much time I spend on on TikTok and decides that I can't be an adult who would enjoy Shadow of the Colossus. So how about this young teen plays Sonic Forces?
I guess.
That's the only explanation I can think of.
100% grabbing Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
Hopefully before they run my credit card, my PlayStation Plus cancels.
Yeah. Go download it now.
I actually have to think I don't know if I do a monthly thing. I don't think I do the month. I think I just do the year.
I'm sure you do the yearly because it's so much cheaper.
It is so much cheaper. I should really look into
Especially,
that
I wait until the days of play every summer and I renew then because you get a year subscription for like $40 instead of $60.
Yeah.
Every July, baby.
Yeah, they do it on Black Fridays and stuff too. You get like certain deals.
All right, so do you want to get into the segment we discussed for this week? Because I'm pretty excited to talk about this.
Do you? You have some ideas?
I do.
Okay. Did you pick some networks?
I did. So to set this up for the uppers out there,
set the premise, set the mood.
What we decided to do this week was kind of similar to the movie properties one. With the recent news of HBO creating a The Last of Us series, Ty and I decided we wanted to discuss what other production companies for television would we like to see make a video game show, and what shows would we want that to be?
Yeah. And pitch it like, you're going into the studio and you're like, I got a show for you. It's going to be this, a high budget, low budget, ongoing series, a mini series, just 6 episodes, Pitch it, maybe throw an actor if you can, or somebody, a hook, so what makes it different from the game? Because you can't just reproduce the game. But that's one thing I did want to talk about before we get into the game, because what sparked this conversation was the fact that HBO announced The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. And this, unlike all the other, I can't say all of them, but I want to say all of them, maybe most of them, at least most of them. This one will actually have the creative director stepping in to be the creative director for the show as well.
Which is awesome.
Neil Druckmann is joining up with Craig Mazin, who is the who did Chernobyl, a great miniseries, which is why I'm thinking it might be a miniseries.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to go. Here's what I think they'll do. They'll probably start as a miniseries, and then depending on how successful it is, they may make it a series.
I'm wondering, since there is going to be a part 2 and a part 3, if they do maybe miniseries between to bridge the gaps.
I could see that, yeah.
While, just to keep game hype high while they work on part 3. But they did say that it will be a little bit of a retread of the original game and will be starring oh my god, I'm drawing the name. The girl, oh my god, Joe and
oh my god.
Joel and Allie, yeah. Ellie. Joel and Ellie. Wow. So, which is okay. I think they're great characters, and honestly, that made the series, because otherwise it's honestly kind of The Walking Dead. That's kind of what I'm worried about. Don't make this The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I think they can, especially being on HBO, I think they're gonna.
I think being on HBO, they could definitely push things, and the people that will be there would want to see that stuff pushed. The problem with The Walking Dead was once Negan showed up, so many people checked out.
Yeah,
because that show went from PG-13 to NC-17 real quick.
Yeah, or at least should have been.
Yeah.
But imagine what they would have been able to do on like an HBO or something with Negan.
And that audience would be geared for it too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the logo that they're showing is of the Firefly logo, which is making me wonder if they go that route. Have more of them. But I want to do a shout out to the the Easy Allies podcast. I was listening to them talk about this a little earlier. Mm-hmm. And I forget who it was, but I think it might have been Ian Hink, came up with a genius idea. What if it's from the perspective of the doctors and Joel's the bad guy?
Yeah, that would
be...
Like,
they have Ellie, they're trying to save the cure, and just Joel bursts in, and then it takes it from there.
Yeah, that... wow, that would be really good. And I'm a big fan of when that sort of stuff happens, when you like flip a narrative and oh, you were on this guy's side before. Well, let's see how you feel now that you're seeing this other perspective.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I don't like just when stuff's really great when it's not so black and white.
Right.
But so back to the game. So because of all this, I think this will be fun. We pick some networks and we'll see, we'll have a pitch meeting for a few of them.
Okay. I'm into that.
All right. You want to go first? Or should I go? You want to give or receive, Chris?
You go ahead first because I went first with the last time we did this.
So you want to give me one? Is that what?
Yeah, we can do. We'll do that. So.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. So.
Hack it up.
With the exception of The Last of Us, because that's already getting one. Let's start off mild and say, what do you think another video game series HBO could make? Let's say this is really successful.
Ooh, okay.
What else would you like to see them do?
Besides, like, some of the obvious that are getting made, like Uncharted that's been in the works, and
right, forever.
Oh man.
Because I have one that sticks out to me big time for HBO.
For HBO, man, I feel like this might be too on the nose, and I want to say that there probably is one on the horizon, but I want to say Portal or Half-Life, something.
I had them later for a different one.
I'll
be interested to see how you feel about that.
You know what? I'm gonna save Portal for a later one. I think I might have a fun take on Portal.
Yeah. Okay.
But Half-Life, you know what? I feel like it's too much. I feel like HBO's got too much heavy right on it. Too much dystopian, post-apocalyptic. Just too much.
So I was thinking God of War.
Ooh, wow, yeah.
I would love to see an HBO produced God of War series. Specifically, I want to see the time between him being in Greece
and going
to the Norse mythology.
Wow. Okay.
I want to see that trip. I want to see what happened. I want to see where he stopped, who he met, what he did. Not so much The Witcher style, but like I want that story. I want that story of his trip between the two places.
Okay. I got one now. I know what I want. I know what I want for an HBO special. Bloodborne. I want a Bloodborne miniseries, like 8 episodes.
Yeah, that would be pretty. And like,
that would be good.
I think in that too, you could really explore the
hunters, like the
not just the hunters, but also the understanding of like, are you actually killing monsters, or are these people and you're the crazy one? Like that whole part of the story.
Oh yeah, like stuff? Just completely the whole time. Like at the end, you're like, was I a monster? Mm-hmm. Was this a fever dream?
That's really good.
I like that, and keep it short.
Yeah.
Very I want to say the main character has very little like a Mad Max. Very little. Like the character, the everything else happens around him. There's a very silent protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Mandalorian style.
And seeing the success of The Mandalorian, I think that could be a really successful approach to a TV show like that.
Yeah.
All right, so the next one I have is Apple TV Plus.
I was gonna have an Apple TV Plus one, and I'm glad you said this. This is what I would want to do for Portal.
Oh, okay.
And I want to do it during during the height of it, when it's like an actual company. More, so it's more like
you're seeing before the downfall.
Yeah, but
when they're still employees
while
there,
while they're building GLaDOS and while it's starts becoming self-aware, where they start inventing the portal gun.
I think that's pretty good too, because I feel like for Apple TV Plus, you need a lot of their shows are like a little more gimmicky, because they understand people aren't going to just pay for this.
Exactly.
So it's got to be something that has like a following that will sit down and want to watch it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was thinking similar, like reality, a Half-Life TV show for Apple TV Plus. I think Half-Life has the cult following that they would they would buy a subscription just to watch the Half-Life TV show.
Yeah. Is Portal and Half-Life in the same world?
A lot of people, there are a lot of theories that it is. We don't know for certain, but there are things that hint at it being there. It's still made by the same company.
Yeah.
Came out together.
They might just be Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that would be kind of cool to have.
Yeah, definitely.
To have two shows very similar running at the same time, and then kind of have them kind of flirting with each other every once in a while. Maybe make it realize that, Half-Life is just Portal 100 years later or something.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You start hinting at some things.
I think the Portal HBO thing should be like a Silicon Valley almost style, kind of upbeat with dark undertones, and I want J.K. Simmons to be in it. To reprise his role.
Absolutely, he would have to.
I think that's honestly all you would need to, just him.
Yeah,
and just a couple. Get Dwight. I don't care. Get someone. Get the cast. Get what's his name? The Office guy played British Jim.
Oh, Jim. British Jim. Ricky Gervais.
Or no,
he was British Michael Scott, wasn't he?
God, I am blanking on names. All right. Well, anywho.
So the next one I have,
Stephen
these two.
Merchant.
Stephen Merchant. Okay.
God damn.
So these next two, I thought it would be fun just to see where we go. But because I'm not 100% sure, but I was thinking CBS and also Fox.
Okay.
So, and my thinking behind including these both is that CBS typically airs like single cam TV shows, whereas Fox does like multicam, like sitcoms and stuff like that.
Okay.
So like, what video game properties could you see being made in like that sort of format?
So CBS, I think more like Criminal Minds, NCIS.
I was thinking
Or are you
along
thinking
a
more
similar
sitcom?
path. Nope. For Fox,
Okay.
I was thinking something that could be kind of sitcom-y, but
Okay.
for CBS,
Okay. All right. So at least we're on the same page.
I was thinking more,
So
more dramatic, more.
Oh, I gotta stop talking about this game. But you know, it'd be great, a Disco Elysium style
Okay.
set in that world. That's too on the nose, but that'd be cool.
Yeah,
Like a detective noir, but it's
that's more of a
Post-apo-
BBC show.
yeah.
That would
Ooh.
fit BBC pretty
Ooh.
well.
See, I have BBC America. I was gonna ask you about BBC America.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So
And then for Fox, a sitcom-y Fox show. Man. What would be good? Because it doesn't have to be set in... You thinking it should be a comedy?
I don't think it has to be a comedy, but I feel like when I think of shows that air on Fox, I think of comedies.
Yeah.
What I would
They have some... You know what? You know what? I could see a good Fox show. I could see like this... I could see this being something that could appeal to a lot of people just because of the cool factor. This screams Fox cool factor. Deus Ex. I could do like a Deus Ex like a house. You know, every episode there's a mystery, like a case.
Yeah.
He has to solve the case.
I think that could be pretty good.
Has the cool glasses. He's kind of a wise ass.
Especially if it was like an FX show, like when FX did like
this
late
is more
night stuff.
FX. Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. So I was thinking for CBS, I would want to see Tom Clancy's The Division.
Okay.
I think it would, but not from like the looter's perspective, from like the power that's left. You know what I mean? The government that's still around trying to like squash the looting.
So like what's
like
left
that.
of Washington?
Yeah, I think that would be really interesting. And then for Fox, I was thinking this is kind of an odd pool, but you know how all of the NBA 2K games have like some sort of story mode involved?
Okay.
Following the story mode from one of the NBA games.
So it's more about they have the games, but it's also more about the getting there.
Right, and it could even be like, the portion where like before you're a pro, the show just focuses on that portion. Because then you don't have to worry about getting the rights to all the teams and all that stuff.
Yeah. So like pre-college or something?
Yeah, pre-college would be very interesting, I think.
Yeah, I could see that. Selling pretty good.
The next one I have is AMC. Now, I thought of one like instantly for this that I would love to see. And I want to see where you go with it.
Man, AMC, they've been turning out the hits. Long-running hits. So this is a long-running show, right? This is what I'm feeling. Yep. Like a Breaking Bad, a Walking Dead.
6 or 7 seasons, for a long time.
Ooh, what runs for a long time? It needs to have a lot of content. Ooh. Well, what did you get? Let me hear what you got. I want to think on this one.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ah, that's good.
I think AMC has the budget that they could do a decent one. And listen, like that game does a really good job of you don't come across like the big robo dinosaurs like an incredible amount where you would blow your budget on it constantly. It's no, they're
could
not putting 3 in every episode like Game of Thrones did with dragons.
Yeah, well, you throw it in the first episode, and then you don't see it again till like episode 9.
Right.
Let them know that it's there.
I think AMC could do a Horizon Zero Dawn show so well, and you pick up you played the game, right?
No.
Okay.
Never played Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, it's so
I know
good.
it's one of those ones I missed.
There's like a part in the beginning of the game where you play when like the girl is kind of younger, and then there's a training montage that happens,
Alloy.
and then you're in the story. Yeah, Alloy.
Yeah.
So I would want it to
Voiced by Ashton Kutcher.
Yes, I would want the show to start when she begins her training. That's where the show begins, and then it goes forward from there. But I can see the casting. I think they could do an excellent job with that. The budget would be really good. It would be really dramatic. And there'd be some episodes where there's no action at all, but you're still hooked in because of how good it is.
That's good.
Yeah, that was the one that I was like, this is a jackpot. They could do this really well. And you'd have people who have no idea what the game is who are tuning in and watching it.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty unique IP.
It definitely is. It definitely is. Yeah, as soon as you said Horizon, I thought of something else because the characters reminded me. It depends on how much they expand on the game at the second one, but I don't know if you have enough. No, I don't think you have enough content. I was gonna say Hellblade, but I just don't know if there's enough there. That would be good as an HBO. I could see that as a second, because you could do 6 episodes.
Yeah.
But
a mini series.
Yeah, but I would say maybe Assassin's Creed, as long as they pick the different. It'd be interesting. Assassin's Creed, every season's a different era.
I think I lost you.
What? How'd you lose me? Am I not recording?
Hello.
I'm still here.
Oh boy.
I'm 100%.
Did you accidentally
still here.
mute the mic? Because there's no green circle coming up.
I don't know how I would even do that. Oh man, how? Hello? What is happening?
Well, shit.
Son of a bitch. Where is it? Oh my god.
Okay, I think you're back.
I never left.
Okay. You were gone for a while there, bud.
I didn't press anything. I'm staring at my screen. It never stopped recording. My Audacity was going.
Oh.
I think it's my internet.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I think my internet died.
Huh, weird.
I don't know why. Fuck. All right, snap back in.
Yeah. All right, so let's just pick up from because the last thing I heard was you pretty much saying you said 6 episodes and then that was it.
Okay, well then this is good. So I'll just go right back into it. So thought of something, and I think it would be good, and you'd have to do it a little differently. But I think this would be cool, and I know they made a movie of it, but it was really garbage, so we could just forget about it. Assassin's Creed. Each season, a different era.
That would be pretty cool.
So you could, and do it like the Animus. Have the one main character going into, he pops back and forth, but it's still, that one character goes through the whole series, but every season is a different ancestor he inhabits.
That's pretty good.
And they go on the run or something. It don't make it the same character as the games, but yeah, he gets and that way it stays fresh. You get like a Doctor Who almost. Oh, that would have been good for BBC America.
Yeah, I like that though. That's really good.
I like that. Man, that's got that has Doctor Who right on it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it fresh.
All right, so the next network, I only have 2 more. Cartoon Network.
Ah, man, see, you said I was.
Oh, were you had Cartoon Network too?
Cartoon Network, I thought of one.
Okay, what did you think of?
Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight would be really good. I think
would
they could
love
do it
a
so
Hollow
well.
Knight cartoon, like a Saturday morning Hollow Knight cartoon.
Gosh, that would
add
be
more
cool.
characters. That'd be fun. Like a Toonami, even.
Yes.
Like a late night Make it a little more adult.
Yeah.
Like a Samurai Jack feel to
Right.
it. Oh, that'd be good.
Sometimes he says damn.
Yeah. What do you got for Cartoon Network? Because I had that for you, too.
This is where I had Portal.
Oh,
an animated Portal series made by Cartoon Network. Like the same people who did like regular show. I was thinking maybe they handle this.
Okay.
But like, I think they could nail the sense of humor so well because their cartoons are always so funny. And like, they're really, really good at like innuendo humor, which I think would benefit really well to a Portal game. But like, yeah, full blown animated everything. Cartoony, like I think it would be so good.
That's fun.
Yeah, I would love that.
I like it. Did you set it how would you set it? Like after the events, during the event, like recreate the game, or
I think it would be like before the event, but like shortly before the events. Like so the portal gun has been invented and people are like messing around with it. But like
okay. So this is more like them at the lab.
Right, exactly. Okay. And it's still like in the world where Portal exists, but it's like them figuring everything out, inventing new things, all that sort
do you know what
stuff.
An interesting take on it would be? Like you're one of cuz you wake up as a test subject, don't you?
Yeah, Shell is a test subject.
You're with a bunch of other test subjects and you all got a different thing assigned to you.
Right.
And you become
Absolutely.
and then you just, some people, we should have one guy just gets like the worst one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What his like ties your shoes for you, and that's all he can do.
Yeah.
He like it like he points it at his feet, he like pulls the trigger and it just ties his shoes. Yeah, I think you could do like they had an old cartoon on there, Total Drama Island, which was like a faux reality TV show with like high school kids, all animated. I think doing that sort of thing where it's like it's all of these test subjects, they hang out, every day, they break off into their smaller cliques, they go to lunch together, stuff like that.
They all have to try just the worst stuff. They come back. Oh,
absolutely.
It's terrible.
And then just report their findings to their higher ups and stuff.
They gave me a pill that made my farts turn into the food that they smelled like. It was terrible.
Everything I ate is what exactly my farts smelled like. And then
it turned into them.
And then that's
I
what
ate
my
a cheesesteak
my poops
and
were.
I farted and it smelled like a cheesesteak and it turned into a cheesesteak that just was old. It smelled like
it just smelled like it was out. Yeah, you could do so much like fun stuff and just really go wild with it. Like just the funniest, dumbest, silliest, craziest inventions. Like
you could almost go like Rick and Morty-esque. Just whatever you think of, just have them have to test it out.
Right.
Just call them like test subjects or something.
Yeah.
Aperture Science.
Yeah, and that's what you would name it. You wouldn't call the show Portal, so like people wouldn't like pick up on it right away. But you could call it like Aperture Laboratories.
Exactly.
And then it's just like, that's the whole concept. Them just,
Oh, you
around.
could do it like they're it's like a job posting. It's just these people applying for a classified.
Yeah.
It's like test subjects needed.
Yes, absolutely.
I like it.
Last network I have is Disney. Specific.
Okay, yeah. Which department?
For Disney Plus.
Okay, so a Disney Plus original show. Oh, man, you could go in a lot of different directions. You could go Mandalorian. You could go family. You could go tween. Oh, what would be a fun game Disney could get? Oh, you know what they should do? No, that's just, they should do it, because why not?
Mm-hmm.
They should do a Kingdom Hearts.
Ooh, okay.
TV show.
I like that. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Like, market it for like kids and just they got all the IPs. Why not?
Now, full animated or like mixed media, like
Mixed.
Sonic or Detective Pikachu?
Yeah, it would have to be all CG.
Okay.
Because there's just too many art styles. You wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't. There's too many different sources. Like try to like have Toy Story next to Pinocchio.
Yeah.
That just or Iron Man.
Right.
Next to Mickey Mouse is just wouldn't work if you have a real person there too.
Yeah.
You're like, what is happening?
I like that. I think that's good. I think that's a
I
good
feel like
call.
mine were not creative.
Well, I was thinking for Disney, I would love them to partner with Nintendo and make an Animal Crossing.
See, I know nothing about Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, I would love to see them do like a villager Animal Crossing TV show. I think that would be so cute. You would have a lot of room for humor and stuff in there, and there are so many different characters with different personalities and stuff that you have a lot of possibilities, to explore like dynamics and plot lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just know nothing about the old Animal Crossing.
and like I was thinking too, one of the things that I would love to see is like, so one of the things in Animal Crossing is if somebody moves into your village who you're not a fan of, you can just try to not, like, if you're not as nice to them as you are other people, they may eventually move out. So I think that would be a really funny thing to explore in the TV show too, is like there's one villager that everyone's like, that guy kind of sucks, right?
Get him out of here.
So it's him just kind of like blindly following around and being like, hey guys, how's it going? And everyone's like, oh my God, this guy, what the fuck? Like trying to get him to leave. So what other, did you have any networks that I didn't?
For you, I think the only two that I didn't get for you, we did BBC, right? Well, what's your BBC? What would you do for BBC? A little bit of cheeky, distinguished absurdity.
Right. That's something that's tough. I would like to see BBC do like...
And remind, other than like Doctor Who, I would say BBC is known for doing like 2-3 seasons. They're
something short.
They get their point across, and then
they're like
move on.
5-episode seasons, and every episode is like an hour and 40 minutes long.
Yeah, like an hour, 10
it's like
minutes.
3 1/4 weeks.
It's like, is this metric time?
Yeah. Is there metric time?
What is an hour over in Britain?
I think for BBC, I would like to see them do...
I love how you keep... I'll just jumpstart this sentence.
I'm thinking like if I start talking, maybe my brain will eventually start getting some work done around here.
Just slide right in.
Figure out where I'm going with this.
You got a cheeky game. I don't know.
I don't know why like I suddenly can't think of any like video games. Oh my God. Sly Cooper.
Do it. Oh wow. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also like I'm talking about full revision though. It's not animated, not a cartoon, just like the human.
It's a real raccoon.
Nope. It's a person, coat? But just like a human equivalent of Sly Cooper. Like it's a dude who dresses like Sly Cooper dresses. He wears the little bandit mask like raccoons wear, and his people, like his cohorts.
All his people are like personified versions.
Yeah, right.
Of all the animals.
The muscle is like the driver's like this big overweight guy who, is kind of red in the face and bumbling idiot, sort of silly type, and his brains guy is a dude in a wheelchair. Like the cop that's always trying to like catch him is like a sexy Spanish lady. It's called Sly Cooper.
Yeah, you could just call him Sly Cooper.
But it's like it's a person. It's like they personified it. I think they could do really an interesting approach to that.
Yeah, I like it. That's fun. Good pull.
Yeah.
Good.
It took a while, but I got there.
I'm glad you did. It was worth it. All right. I have 2 more.
Okay.
Nickelodeon.
Ooh.
And I'm thinking more like Saturday morning cartoon Nickelodeon.
Okay.
More like SpongeBob. But you could also go, teenage... Is that
Yeah,
Nickelodeon?
it
Does
is.
Nickelodeon have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I'm trying to think of like other Nintendo or Nickelodeon. You know, the classic Saturday morning cartoon, the stuff we don't watch anymore.
I would love to see Little Big Planet.
Sackboy?
I think a Sackboy TV show would be.
Does he have enough personality?
I think so.
What would it be? What is?
I think it would be like we talked about earlier with some of the other stuff. He would be non-vocal, but very emotive. And he would just be like helping people solve their problems.
I could see this as like one of those like little quick things. You know, they have like those little 5-minute shows or something. Little filler show.
Yeah, I think that would. I think it would work like that. Like
I don't think you could carry like maybe a 15-minute show. They have a lot of those.
Yeah. Ooh, or maybe Rayman.
Ooh, now that's
a
better.
Rayman.
That I could see.
A Rayman TV show would be pretty interesting. He's a
also
fun
another character that doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Well, you could then bring in the Rabbids.
Yes, you could, and kids love the Rabbids.
And
I think doesn't Nickelodeon already have the rights to the Rabbids?
I believe they do.
I'm looking it up now.
Somebody has the rights to them because they have a show.
Yeah,
they had a show.
Yeah, Nickelodeon, Netflix, both of them. Like Netflix has the rights now because they worked out a deal, but Nickelodeon had the rights, so absolutely they could do a Rayman show.
Yeah. I could see that. That has the color, the art style. I could see that.
Yeah, all
that would be fun.
All around.
And that's a world that has a lot going on with very little prose about it.
Yeah, right.
There's not much written down about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of room for exploration.
Yeah. And then the last one I have is the Sci-Fi Network.
This has to be
like a cheesy, low budget, like we're just gonna go till people stop watching us kind of show.
Mass Effect. It may be too on the nose, but it doesn't matter. Mass Effect was made for a TV show to happen on Sci-Fi.
Yes, and I would watch
100%. Absolutely.
I would watch that. I like that. That might be my favorite one.
Like it's just perfect.
That's what I had too for Sci-Fi.
Fits it so well.
It's so perfect. It's so perfect. I want rubber aliens of all those aliens. Just
low budget rubber aliens. Repurposed from another movie preferably.
Yeah. With some like really cheesy CGI cuz that's what it deserves. It could have been on HBO and then they had to come out with Andromeda and now it deserves to be on Sci-Fi.
Yep. Right where it belongs.
Way to go, BioWare.
Ruined it for the rest of us. We could all had something nice.
Yeah, you could have been the next Game of Thrones, but nope. We'll put you right behind reruns of Eureka.
Mm-hmm. And after reruns of Eureka. You're sandwiched right in between two power blocks of Eureka. Remember that show? It didn't end, but it's still syndicated.
Because it's the only show they made.
That's not true. They made that terrible Doctor Who spinoff, didn't they?
Torchwood?
Yeah.
No, that's BBC.
Oh, is it? What did I think?
Yeah, and Torchwood was good.
There was some sort of, maybe it was like Torchwood then that was really bad that they made.
the Academy?
Yes.
Yes. That was loosely based off Doctor Who, yeah. Yeah. Well, let me read off the top the top results for sci-fi TV shows.
Okay.
The Magicians. The Expanse.
Okay, I remember that existing.
Killjoys.
No idea what that is.
Van Helsing.
Ooh, bet you that sucks.
Stargate SG-1.
Good show.
12 Monkeys. I heard that was somewhat decent. Eureka. Warehouse 13.
Warehouse 13 is the one I was thinking that's like Torchwood, by the way. That's the one I was thinking of.
It's not like Torchwood.
It's got 3 people.
That one's honestly like kind of like Control. Or CDP? Is that what it's called? No. CDC, CDD, CPP, CPD? There's a game. Control, Protect, and distribute. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, I can't think of. I thought that was the name of that terrible Ryan Reynolds movie where he was like a ghost cop or whatever.
Ghost cop.
Him and Jeff Bridges were in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a movie.
Everyone forgot that movie existed until this exact moment.
Oh man, I mean Ryan Reynolds can't make them all good. We'll put that on the Green Lantern pile. Well, then that's our fun little game. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed that as
well.
The
uppers should really uppers. Pick it. What do you want? What do you want?
Yeah, tell us your suggestions.
Give us a pitch. What
networks could make good video game based TV shows, or what video games do you want to see made by what networks? Whichever way is easier for you to look at this.
What video game do you just want to watch as a TV show? Just go to town. Don't
absolutely.
And remember, if we like it and we read it on our next week's podcast, it's copyrighted and official.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's our property.
We own it.
We own it. But we'll give you credit, but not
as
money.
long as you share.
In name only.
Yes, we'll give you a special thanks in the rolling credits at the end.
You get a plaque.
All right. Do you have any plugs, Ty?
Do I have any plugs? No. I don't have any closing arguments. I don't have any final
thoughts with Jerry.
Everybody just remember to wash your hands for 2 happy birthdays.
Yeah. Happy birthday twice, please. Or just count 20 Mississippis. That's what I do.
Yeah, count 20 Mississippis.
Like I just 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, all the way to 20. Make sure you got some hot water on, as hot as you can handle. Use soap. Don't touch your face and then touch other people. Or vice versa. Don't touch other people, then touch your face.
We've got some breaking news happening on the upNup today, folks.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. You've heard it here first. GameStop has appointed a new board of directors. Reggie Fils-Aimé.
No.
Reggie.
Oh, my God. GameStop has life in it after all.
Oh, my God.
That's insane.
God bless him. If anyone can save it. The one across my closest GameStop is going out of business.
Oh no, really?
Yep, stopped in there. It seems to have just started. They're still at like 20% off everything.
Oh boy.
They haven't gotten to fixtures and stuff, but yep, going out. One of the ones that got nixed. But see, I'm in a place where there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Within a mile of each other. Unneeded.
That is definitely unnecessary. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Well, GameStop, congratulations. You did it.
Yeah, congratulations, Reggie Fils-Aimé, the former American Nintendo of America president.
Is your body ready, GameStop?
Are you? Yeah. The man knows how to dance.
Oh, jeez. Oh boy, holy crap. Good thing.
That's some exciting news.
It's so exciting, my boom just fell off my table.
Hot damn. Well, then I think we should end it right there.
All right, everybody.
With the literal mic drop.
Yeah, just about. Holy crap, I'm glad I caught it, because that would have been not fun. Follow me on all social media at Gorky Romano.
Follow me on at the upNup Pod.
Yes, upNup Pod.
That's
on
the only. I don't go on. I don't go on the social medias.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, all that stuff.
Yep. Now on YouTube, all our episodes are uploaded.
Trying to think of what else.
A few hours after the podcast goes live.
Oh, just some additional plugs. The Fetch Quest podcast. Some friends of mine from high school started a gaming podcast as well. So go over, check out the Fetch Quest. They have a different approach to things than us, but hey, listen, we can all coexist together, and you can get all of your gaming information from 2 different sources. Honestly, like
exactly.
Listening to their show,
I mean, we'll get it.
They're
first.
they're more like news driven, whereas you and I, Ty, are much more selfish, egotistical people, and we want to tell people about us. God damn it, not other things.
I mean,
our ideas.
I mean, I think that we're very topical.
Yeah, oh, definitely. No doubt about that. We are current.
There's enough news sites.
You
go to Kotaku for that.
Oh, damn. The gauntlet is thrown. You hear that, Fetch Quest? Thanks for reading Kotaku to us, bitch.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Sup?
But also check out the Drunk Bill Explains podcast on...
Oh, my God. How many are there? I thought we were the only one.
We're the primary. We're the quintessential.
You almost said we're the only good one. You were 100% going to say
We're the quintessential gaming podcast for the day-to-day person.
That records weekly.
That records weekly. But no, Drunk Bill Explains, Kara, your sister, my fiance, and I were recently on an episode where we explained why Taylor Swift is canceled.
Okay.
Kara and I did 8 pages worth of research for this episode of a podcast where I got drunk and then explained things.
Wow. So you did more work for that podcast than this one.
Well, I don't know, because I don't edit that one.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
But no, so check out that podcast as well. The
Can we have
over
a
there.
drunk episode? I thought that was illegal.
We can absolutely do a drunk episode, Ty.
Oh,
next time.
I'm a funny drunk.
I try to be, and sometimes I call women bitches, like my friend A-List. It was all in jest. It was all in jest.
You can't jest about that. Not anymore.
But check out Drunk Bill Explains.
Only dogs.
And
only dogs.
Yeah, only dogs. But only if they say it's okay.
Yeah, they have to have consent. Something's vibrating.
I was getting a phone call, but I declined it.
Also, before we leave, would like to plug our contest.
Yes.
We have decided to extend it a bit. Because let's just be honest, we got a little greedy and we thought more people.
What's wild to me is that we have literally, between both platforms, thousands of likes.
I know.
And not a single entrance.
But no, not a single entry. So I figure we should adjust it a little bit. I'm thinking anyone who shares and likes.
Yes.
Just
share.
Just do it. Just share, like, and subscribe, and we'll just take the whole list of subscribers and we'll figure it out.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll figure it out. Somebody's going to win these goddamn books.
Yeah, they're taking up space in Ty's house.
Yeah, I'm sick of them.
Take these motherfucking books off of my motherfucking hands.
I signed them. I highlighted them.
Bitch.
Yeah. Ooh. that was directed towards a dog, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry. All right. One last thing.
I think that's it. I think we're good. We'll tune in every Friday for the upNup. And with that,
damn Friday.
Every goddamn Friday. Welcome to the upNup.
Boop boop
and
boop 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 boop.
And chin up.